Do you know World War III has already begun? Bombs are falling. Soldiers are fighting. Lives are being torn apart. The question is, how did we get here? And could this escalate into something even bigger, a full-blown global war? Maybe not on paper, but look closer. Russia and Ukraine are locked in a brutal conflict that's reshaping the global balance of power. Let's rewind. The tension between Russia and Ukraine didn't start in 2022. In fact, their history is a tangled web of politics, power, and identity. Did you know Ukraine was once part of the Soviet Union? Back then, it wasn't just a neighbor to Russia, it was a crucial part of its empire. But in 1991, when the Soviet Union collapsed, Ukraine gained independence. Seems simple, right? Not quite. Why does Russia care so much about Ukraine? It's not just about history, it's about strategy. Ukraine is like a bridge between Russia and Europe. It's rich in resources, strategically located, and a potential ally for NATO. Imagine your closest neighbor suddenly siding with your rivals. That's how Russia sees it. And when Ukraine started leaning towards Europe, Russia felt threatened. But why did it explode into war? The spark was in 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea. That's right, Russia took a chunk of Ukraine. Because Crimea gave Russia control of key naval bases and strategic access to the Black Sea. The world condemned it, but Russia didn't back down. And then, in 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, claiming it was defending itself from NATO expansion. But here's the real question, is this just a Russia-Ukraine problem? Or is it something bigger? Think about it. NATO countries, including the US and much of Europe, are arming Ukraine. Russia, on the other hand, has alliances with countries like China and Iran. Doesn't this sound like a proxy war? A war where other countries are fighting their battles through Russia and Ukraine? Could it spiral into a world war? How about nuclear weapons? Both Russia and NATO have them. Could a single miscalculation lead to disaster? Have we learned nothing from history? Now, what does the world think about this war? Some countries have chosen sides, backing either Ukraine or Russia. Others, like India and China, tread carefully, trying to avoid taking a definitive stance. And ordinary people? They're watching in fear, wondering if their lives could be upended by decisions made thousands of miles away. What's the cost of all this? Thousands dead. Millions displaced. Cities reduced to rubble. And still, no end in sight. Do you think it's fair that innocent people are paying the price for the ambitions of powerful nations? So, where does this leave us? Is the world on the brink of World War III? Or is there still a chance for diplomacy to pull us back from the edge? These questions aren't easy to answer, but they're worth asking. Because this war, this conflict, is about more than just two countries. It's about the future of the world. What do you think? Could this be the start of something much bigger? Or is there still hope for peace? Let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel for more insights and stories that matter. Together, let's keep the conversation alive and work towards a better future.